Hey, Miss Goddess. I just, I got a, I got a few more minutes, cause yeah, we don't actually go on till 10. So I hope you went and got get your pen and a pad, cause we're doing our giveaways. So yeah, we don't go live till 10, so we got some time. That's why I don't go live till 10. You only got like 10 more minutes. So just give me 10 more minutes. I'm trying to put something up there for you. I hope y'all got get your coffee or your tea or whatever you like to sip on Sunday. If y'all don't have no smudge, no sage sticks, then by next Sunday you should have some. By next Sunday you should have some. Um, if you need some, you need to be able to burn something on Sunday, let me know. Hey, Miss Shanita and Gia. Hey, I'm almost ready. Every second counts. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna push myself into a corner, and I got so much stuff in my house. All right. Everybody can hear me, yeah? Let me close this thing down. Y'all can hear me, yeah? Hey, Deuces. Hey, Great Rising. Hey, she got an upside down face. That's cute. It's 9:53, so we got about 7 minutes. So, with all these fantastic 5 people watching, um, I named this one Smudging Sundays, and I had a really great time over the past several days. We had the Juneteenth event, so I was able to go out for to see David Banner, and I met a lot of nice people, networked with a lot of nice people, a lot of nice men and women, and then I tried. I said, Ivy, on the weekend, sweetheart, you got to give yourself a break. You have to walk away from vaginas. You have to do that, and you have to be thorough about it. You have to mean it, okay? Because we've gone over this numerous times, and I haven't stuck to my guns, and the weekend will come, and I'll be back on vaginas, right? Hey, Miracle. I'll be back on vaginas. So, like, my children have, like, abandoned me because they said during the summer, specifically Shanjari, during the summer she said she's out of here. She is not going to be with me dealing with vaginas for the summer. So like I didn't even believe her Trust. Shanjari is gone. She comes in once in a blue moon. She checks in for batching, and my sweet love is gone. Okay, so I'm no longer with child. Um, and so I was like, so this Friday when I went to bed, I said, Ivy, it's the weekend, for real. Don't do nothing. Man, I got up Saturday morning, turned my little news on, got my laptop and stuff out, and brewed my little coffee. I'm ready. I'm ready. Because I have work that I have to do. Like I do all the administrative work in my business. I do everything in the business. So I don't have a secretary or an assistant or a right hand man, anything like that. So I either have to read a book, do some research, figure things out, and then go forward. So every day in my life is extremely busy because I have the business, and then I have me. And so I was ready, everything good, phone ring here and there, it's people I expect. The phone rang and it was a number from up north. And I was born and raised in Washington D.C. So when I see a DC number or a Maryland number, like for me, that's like family. So I'm like, who calling me? Let me see. Somebody called. She was like, well, I just paid for my consultation and it said I can call you. And I was like, geez Louise. Okay, sweetheart, let me see what's going on with you. Keep in mind that, and we're not digressing, but a lot of people have been paying the $35 fee just to call me and aggravate me because 35 isn't that much. And as a result, we just went ahead and raised the consultation fee. So you can aggravate me for $50 now. And then for those who aren't calling me to aggravate me, guess what? After the call, you'll still get a starter kit because that's how much our starter kits cost. Right? Right. So I was like, okay, talk to me, sweetheart. What's going on? She called me at what? Maybe 8:30 Saturday morning. When I hung up the phone with her, I had been on the phone with her for 2 hours and 40 minutes. Okay, one of the best conversations I had. I speak to women all the time, right? I speak all the time. I do all of these things. I fight for women. I fight for your vaginas. That's what I do. I fight to make her right all the time. All the research, all the work that I do. My home isn't even my home. My home is a laboratory. Like everything for me is vagina. Okay, but nobody in the world does something greater than me to the point where they are visible to me and I can reach out to them and they're going to give me some type of healing, right? On the planet, right? So when I do consultations, some of the consultations that I have are like the best consultations ever because it is an exchange of very good positive energy and it's an exchange of really necessary, well needed healing, right? So I talked to this sister. Okay, thank you, sweetheart. So I talked to this sister. Everything was great, the best. And plus, when she called me, I heard the accent. I've been in South Carolina. I'm in South Carolina. For other people who are trying to stalk me, I've been in South Carolina since 2012 because I resigned from the U.S. government in 2012. I resigned from Secretary Sebelius in 2012. Okay, so up until then, I was a GS11, doing pretty well in life, learning all the ins and outs within the sector, within my 10 years within the U.S. government, doing great. I moved to South Carolina because my mom was diagnosed with cancer, and she said she wanted to go ahead and live her life out down here. So cool. After slavery, a lot of people were dying to go north, but my mom was like, yeah, we're moving south. So I moved here in 2012, and I must admit that now I realize without a shadow of a doubt that I no longer have a DC accent. I no longer speak as if I live in DC compared to the people that's still in DC. Now down here in South Carolina, yeah, they're like, yeah, she's from up north. But up north, they're like, girl, you've been in the South too long. So anyway, I really appreciated speaking with her. It was really, really great. I felt like I was in a homecoming kind of experience. And with that being said, like if you do like pay for your consultation, it clearly says that once you pay for your consultation, you can reach me, you can call me, and that's cool because that's what you paid for, and you get what you pay for. But there are some people who don't pay for anything at all, and they call me, and I let them know, this, This line is really dedicated to consultations, but let me see if I could quickly answer your question, and then you give me like a healthy heaping of unnecessary hospitality, like you telling me everything when you truly realize you're like violating the process. And so I don't want to be negative, or like feel like I'm being insensitive or not empathetic with what you're dealing with. But there's just a process that we go through, and we try to adhere to that process for respect of others, and for respect of myself and my time. So a lot of women will call me, didn't pay for anything, and I know that you don't really need my services. You're calling me because I put one of your fake ass pearl vendors on blast, and because you're her friend, she's going to send you to come my way. And it's very unfortunate because she's not going to come my way herself personally. So anyway, today is Smudging Sundays. Why are we doing Smudging Sundays? Because guess what? After that conversation on Saturday, I was like, Ivy girl, you need to smudge. You got to smudge. Smudging isn't everything. Smudging isn't going to send you to heaven. No, it's not. But smudging is a great way to clear out negative energies, right? Yes, it's a very, very great way to clear out negative energies. It's Smudging Sundays. We're gonna do giveaways, so I want to make sure the women who tune in, you all stay focused, like really get educated, because the road is cramped because there's a lot of haters on it. So you got to keep your arms in. That's why it's cramped. It's not cramped because there are walls on both sides. It's cramped because there's haters and a lot of bureaucracy on both sides. So you got to keep yourself safe. Right? So just like tune in and stay focused, because I'm going to always take care of you, because I fight for you. And because I fight for you, therefore you should get a blessing, and so should I. And if I get blessings, you damn sure better believe that you're going to get blessings too, because that's just the way it works. God blesses people who blesses people. So I want you all to be able to smudge too. And a lot of people don't smudge. A lot of people don't. And there are a lot of people who are like, well, I don't know if that's safe. It may be voodoo or hoodoo. Even if you go into Catholic churches, they burn incense before they even go into service. Okay, it's a very ancient tradition. Before we were taken into captivity and brought here and put on, I don't know how long it was before they even put us on the goddamn cotton fields. I don't think they had the cotton fields in place. I think first we had to actually plant the seeds for the cotton fields and till the soil. So prior to that, our way of divinity, or our way of going to a higher power or giving praise to a higher power, consisted of many, many different things. And one thing that we do to clear out negative energies is we smudge. Or when we want to call on important spirits or our ancestors, we smudge. So there are different reasons why you can burn different types of sage. There are 9 different types of sage. So you burn these different sages and other types of woods or cedars because of your type of ritual or your type of sacred service that you want to give to your creator. And so that's why Ivy does Smudging Sundays. So this my smudge. I got a big stick now. This stick will last me a good bit, but I have different types of sticks. And this stick right here, it's like this like my family reunion stick. So this is like all my ancestors get together and come out, and because there's so many of them and they all come from various walks of life, they can all come in and say, you know what, Ivy, all of us are going to work with you today because we're going to make sure you stay good today, Ivy. Don't you worry, sweetheart. We're going to make sure of that. And that's what I need, because I can easily go like from 0 to 100 and I just be like, whoop. Right? So it's Smudging Sundays. Those who tuning in, I mentioned earlier to make sure you like get a pen and a pad, because the only way you're actually going to get that or the other giveaways that we have is you just got to like answer simple questions. Granted, these are some questions that could easily be answered when people read the brochures that I send them in the mail. So I'm not going to ask you a question that Einstein would ask. You know what I'm saying? These are pretty easy. I'm not making this difficult for you because I really want you to have the better and finer things in life. So that's why we're doing Smudging Sundays. We just want to clear the air out for a lot of different reasons. I mentioned earlier that I have to fight for you all, just like I have to fight for myself. We don't have a lot of people fighting for the black class today, like there was during the civil rights movement. We don't have like Malcolm X or Marcus Garvey, Martin Luther King. We don't have people like that. I don't really consider Jesse Jackson or Al Sharpton to be a part of a black movement. And then we had a lot of black successful people like Marian Anderson, right? Or Thomas Edison. We had a lot of good people. Benjamin Banneker. So today we don't have that, or at least it's not on the forefront, at least like as much as it should be, to the point where black people are so strong within themselves that they are willing to come together as a people and fight for their own democracy, or fight for their own 100% true civil liberties. They won't do that, right? And it's not truly 100% your fault as a black person, because we are under a mental slavery, just like women can be under mental slavery if they're in a domestic violence relationship. People can be under mental slavery when they're always going to prison and then they come home and then they go right back. So it can happen until you break that cycle in your life. And for us as black people, it's very, very hard for us to break that cycle, because for one, there's no unity within the black community itself. So there's no unity sometimes with the business that I'm doing. That's the nature of the beast. And so the road I walk is very, very narrow because of that. And because of that, I have to always be defensive, like every time something happens. And because of that, I have to always fight for other people. Because if I don't fight for you, everybody else has pretty much passed away. We have a few people today who are with the civil rights movement, who are with the black liberation movement. Some people have trickled down and they're trying to restart the Black Panthers movement, because they want to help black people, because they see the situation and the condition of black people. I can look out and see the situation and the condition of black people. I can see black men, I see black women, I see black children, right? I do what I can for black men, I do what I can for black women, I do what I can for black children. What I specialize in is black women. That's my area of expertise. My area of expertise is not vaginas. My area of expertise is a black woman's vagina. Because all women have vaginas, okay? Prior to us being enslaved, okay? And let's not look at the 1900s. Let's not look at the 1800s. Let's not look at when they actually started recording what was being done, okay? Because there's a big black hole in history that does not truly depict our ancestry. It does not truly depict the kings and the queens and the priests and the prophets and the gods and the goddesses of ancient Kemet of Africa. It is not truly depicted. Maybe there weren't pencils at that time. Or maybe it was stored away in Great Britain in the museum. Or maybe it's in some billionaire's house. But it's definitely not put on public display for us to see, to truly know our value, right? So before we were placed here, somebody definitely had to fight for us. Somebody had to be in a position to defend us no matter what. Somebody has to have our back. We're over here. We're under oppression. We are fed chemicals in every shape, form, or fashion necessary to the demise of a black woman's womb, or to the demise of her mentality, or to the demise of her health, to the demise of her sacred organs, to the demise of our lives. This is what has been done to us. And it's down to this day. And it will continue on for generation after generation after generation. Right? Somebody has to be in a position to fight for us. Somebody has to be in a position to say, hey, that's not right. You shouldn't be doing that. Don't do that. Get away from that. You won't live long if you keep doing that. That's not healthy for you. We were given so many chemicals that we are under a mental chemical slavery to the point where we cannot get away from the chemical. That's how much we want it. That's how much we need it, right? Prior to us being enslaved and coming here, we didn't have any chemicals, okay? We didn't have any injections, all right? We didn't have immunizations. We didn't have, why is my little app starting? We didn't have the white man or other races outside the true African Melanite race of black people. We just didn't have that. So now that you're here, you're going to get inundated with everything that every other race decides that you need, specifically a Caucasian race. Specifically the Caucasian race, because it was the Caucasian race who decided to bring you here and do some things with you to make you work. There was never any intention on slavery ending. Never. Nobody was ever thinking that slavery would end. You would always be enslaved. you and your children, your grandchildren, your great-grandchildren to time indefinite. You would always be enslaved for the benefit of a Caucasian man. Always. You always be beat. You would always be molested. You would always get raped. His wife would always beat on you. She would hate your children. To time indefinite. So there was never any reason whatsoever for you to learn how to read. There was never any reason whatsoever for you to learn how to wash yourself. There was never any reason whatsoever for you to learn how to take care and nurture your daughter. There was never any reason for any of this because it was never intended for you to live humane in America. You were to come here and to be put into slavery. You were to come here and to be a servant to a human, not a servant to a god, not a servant to a goddess, not an assistant or a priest or a prophetess. You were brought here to be a servant to a human, a person of no greatness, a person of true sickness, of mental sickness, a person who has nothing in mind but degradation. So you were brought here, you weren't given anything. Lo and behold, this guy, and there's a lot of bureaucracy around that, said, you know what, to the South, we got to stop all of this damn slavery. We got to stop it. It's over. The North is well progressed. They were enslaving people too, but they were investing their money with it. So they're well progressed up North. The South isn't as progressed because the people in the South, the white people in the South, never fathomed slavery ending, never knew what was going on, kept all the money to themselves, never gave you anything, never educated you about anything, didn't tell you anything whatsoever. And so now slavery has to end and you're put out in the streets. So now we have to figure out a way to feed these free black slaves that we didn't even anticipate ever being free. There was nothing in place to take care of you because it was never intended for you to be released. It's almost like an unplanned pregnancy and damn, the 9 months is up, the baby is here, and guess what? Nigga still ain't playing. So now we just gonna scrape our knuckles and figure out a way to take care of this child because this baby just was not planned. The white man is not going to scrape his knuckles to figure out a way to take care of you or to help you. He's not. He's going to make you scrape your knuckles. He's going to make you scrape your knuckles until there is no more scraping left and you're down to the bones. You're down to the bare minimum. You have nothing. And that's the state that we're in today. Honestly speaking, when they decided to end slavery and now we have to feed you black people, granted, I was on the plantation. I was pushing them babies out because every baby, that's money. Every bed in the penitentiary, that's money. Every black baby that's born, there's some money in there. Every child on your income tax, there's some money in there. Now we have to figure out a way to feed all these damn black babies. Granted, some of y'all gonna die of starvation. Some of y'all we won't be able to feed. It's just impossible. But for the rest of you, we'll figure out a way to feed you. But guess what? Since we can't profit off of these babies anymore, we're going to figure out a way to make sure you never, ever have a baby. Now, some of our ancestors were raped on the plantation. Some of our ancestors were drowned in rivers. They were drowned in lakes. They were drowned in creeks. Some of our ancestors were forced into an abortion-like situation where they beat us while we were pregnant, or you've seen pictures of where they just cut the baby out. So we went through enough womb trauma prior to slavery even ending. So now they're going to give us another form of womb trauma. Granted, they still aborting our babies today, okay? We still are in violent situations where we miscarry our babies today. That still happens. We are still being lynched and murdered today, women, right? So here comes this beautiful white woman who came up with this brilliant idea only in regards specifically to black people because the Caucasians already had their life set. They just found us and brought us here to make us work for them. They already had their life in place. Everything was good for them. They were living very, very good. They had the Victorian lifestyle. They're great. They didn't really need us for anything besides to work for them. Servitude. So this brilliant white woman comes out and she says, you know what? Because black people are so feeble-minded, a person can only be feeble-minded if you chose to specifically neglect them and not educating them and not telling them anything. So a person can only do what they know. And if they know nothing, then what they do will be the result of not knowing nothing. So now you feel as though that these people whom you enslaved, who are only smart enough at this point in life to only know agriculture or know how to fix shoes or shine shoes, were so feeble-minded that they shouldn't give birth anymore. We don't need any more of these black babies because now they're feeble-minded. Now they are of no good. See, before slavery ended, you were worth something. You were on a slave market. If you come to the South, if you visit the South, you know, we have more trains down here. We have more the railroad is more expansive down here than it is up north. So up north, y'all pretty much got the MARC train, you got the Amtrak, things like that. In the South, because they still do a lot of import and exporting, of course, you still have the railways coming through. But that wasn't always the case. That we didn't always have importing and exporting of goods in the United States. We had importing and exporting of black people in the United States. And in the South, it was predominantly more prevalent because this is where most of the ports are. So down here in the South, right next to City Hall, in every government district, every downtown, whatever state you live in, go downtown, because downtown is considered your economy. Downtown will tell you what's really going on in your state. It's going to tell you what's going on in your county. It's going to tell you about the cash flow in your county. Just go downtown. There's always a downtown Main Street. So when you go downtown, here in South Carolina, when you go downtown, there's always a big clock. There's one in every county. Behind that big clock, there's the train track. It's in every county, especially in South Carolina. And I know because this is where my mom moved us to. We got bamboozled and run amok. And my mom is still alive today. And she's doing good, right? Next to those train tracks, next to that big clock, is the courthouse and City Hall. Because when the trains came through and they dropped you off, they dropped off your ancestors, they dropped them off at a certain time. And so slave masters or people willing to invest in the black market would watch that clock. Because when the clock struck a certain time, they know that train was coming through. And when that train came through, your precious ancestors, that cargo came off of that train. And once they bid it on you, they took you across the street to City Hall and they paid for you. And there you went off to that plantation to work. And that's just the way it was. So now that you're not good enough for any of that anymore, we got all of these babies now. Margaret Sanger said, we're going to give y'all something. Today it's called Planned Parenthood. Back then it's birth control. You don't even know how to read. You don't know how to read. That's why Color Purple was so important for so many people when The Color Purple came out, when that show aired. That's why it was so important for people to watch it. Even today, you can still watch The Color Purple and it will bring you some sadness, but it will bring you some clarity, because that's what the women were still dealing with. And it trickled down into the black community. Because granted, today, despite of what's going on with us as a result of the Caucasian, we as a black community do not have unity within ourselves. So this white woman comes along and she says, you know what? We got something for y'all. We're going to make sure you never have babies again. I'll shade my sister. No, they're not. We're going to make sure they never have babies. We're going to just give them birth control. You as a black woman, and when I say you, I'm always going to be speaking of your ancestors, because all of us are reincarnations. If you are chosen children of God, if you are God's people, there will always be a reincarnation. And we only pray that when we are reincarnated, that we come to full fruition. We pray that when we are reincarnated, that we truly wake up. Because if you don't wake up, this generation of people will lose out on so many other blessings, and we will have to wait till the next generation. And when the next generation is born, your ancestors only pray that the reincarnation comes into fruition, which means somebody has to wake up. Okay? Because when you first came here, trust and believe, you were not in those raggedy pants that they show you. You did not have this hair that they show you. That is not how you look. When they did the movie Amistad, that is not how you looked when they first came to Africa at all. Okay? You can't derive from Isis, Osiris, or Horus, or Ptah, You cannot come from that to being in a cotton field with rags on you, okay? That is a stark contrast, okay? Even if you want to go to biblical times, talk about Pharaoh, you can't go from that to this. There was so much raping and robbing and pillaging of your motherland to get to where we are today that they won't tell you about. And they'll constantly have you thinking that you are a descendant of a slave. No black person is the descendant of a slave. We are a descendant of possibly some slavery mentality that was put on us, but your ancestry, your divinity is not of a slave. And because they don't give you that, you lose value within yourself. Black people don't have a true sense of value within themselves compared to other races of people, because other races of people still have their culture. Asian people can still go back to Asia. They have their culture. They have their divinities over there. Filipino people, every other race, okay? Because Ivy's not a racist, okay? Well, no. I'm sorry. I am a racist, but I'm not a supremacist, okay? But I'm always going to be a racist because I love my race. That's how happy I am about it. That's how special it is. This is a very anointed group of people. It's just unfortunate that all of us aren't as open and as eager to be receptive of what our blessings truly are. So cool. So she give us birth control. They never even taught us how to read, okay? There's no way in the world they're going to teach you how to read. When you first came here, trust and believe you didn't speak English. English for a black person is a second language. It's a second language. We didn't speak English when we came here. They forced this language onto you, and in the process of forcing this language onto you, they also forced the Christianity religion onto you because they gave you the Bible to read. They didn't give you nothing from your ancestry to read. They didn't let you bring nothing over here for you to be able to read and understand your true self. Of course not. All of that stuff is sitting over in Britain. It's sitting over in Germany in museums for other people to go look at and say, wow, this is so awesome. And then to turn around and look at you and say, damn, those black people. What's wrong with them? Oh, I forgot. Margaret Sanger said they're feeble-minded. So you can't read. You don't even know what you're about to get yourself into. But guess what? They done already killed your man. Your man is dead, sweetheart. They hung so many of us before they was even making cameras. Okay? So before they could make a camera to start documenting their history, trust and believe they were not documenting the history of slavery for us today, because slavery was never to end. They were documenting the history of slavery to be pompous, to have something to brag about. When they took those photos of our sisters and brothers hanging from trees or whatever they could hang us from, to them that was something monumental. They gathered around. They celebrated. That was to be pompous. That was to brag. Those are their bragging rights. That's what that was. It wasn't because, oh, slavery's going to end and these black people need to know what happened. No, sweetheart. Those are their bragging rights. That's the titles on their belt. Right? So they never had any intentions for us to stop being slaves. We can't read. You done killed our man. Your white wife keep beating on us because she know how much you like to come into the field and put your hands on us. So that's why we got domestic violence in place. Because some of these black women was going to whoop that white woman's ass. And even today, sometimes you know that some of these white women not going to say the wrong thing to a certain black woman because she knows that black woman will whoop her ass. Okay? So you gave us birth control. You said, ma'am, if you want to feed your child, if you want to get this welfare, if you want to get these government rations, if you want to get this USDA, if you want to get this powdered milk, if you want to get these powdered eggs, if you want to get this rice, if you want to get these dry beans, you're going to sign these papers, whatever the hell your name is. You make sure you put your slave owner's name as your last name, of course, so we'll know what plantation you were freed from. Make sure he takes you off the books and make sure we truly know that that's truly where you came from. You're not a runaway slave just coming here to get food. We're going to document all of that, and it's still documented today when you go get welfare, so I don't even know why people sign up for it anymore. But we're going to record all of this information, and we're going to feed your babies. You don't even know what you're getting yourself into because you just sacrificed your entire livelihood. You sacrificed so many generations. You took the birth control. Or even still, Margaret Sanger made sure you got sterilized. You would never have children again. And the black woman didn't understand that because she could not read. She could not understand that. There are so many people today who are considered illiterate or dyslexic. You weren't born that way. My ancestors weren't born that way, but there was a period in time where we became mentally enslaved into certain things, and this is what they gave us. The average child, when they start writing, when they a baby and you give them that pencil, you give them that pen, you give them that piece of paper, they can't put nothing on that piece of paper but the hieroglyphs that they know within their own true divinity, within their own spirit, within themselves. It's you and a Caucasian institution that shows them that what they scribbling on that paper is not correct, and then you give them the alphabets. And now your baby, her own spirit within herself, can fight within herself, and she gonna write them letters backwards. Because her divinity doesn't see that. Because that's not what we are. Anyway, they gave us birth control. Okay? They gave us birth control. Here we are today as a black race of people, and we are dying from chemicals. We are dying from so many chemicals, and we are slowly destroying our womb. It was in 2009. I know y'all done read my story. If you didn't read it, I'm going to let you know. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all know I don't be trying to fight people, because I'm going to tell you, baby. Yes, around Charleston, yes. It's the train track everywhere, sweetheart. In the South, you see the train tracks. You see the big clock. Let me tell you what black people do down here. Let me tell you what the black people do when I moved to the South. Because I lived up north all my life, and I didn't really understand. I didn't understand my value as a black woman. Trust and believe I didn't. I had African stuff up there too. I did. My mama was a Black Panther. She was on 14th and U. She was setting shit on fire back in the day. But I did not understand my divinity. I didn't understand the powers that were within me. No, I did not. It was when my mama moved us here. When we moved to South Carolina and we saw the situation of the black man and the black woman, I said, oh, hell no, what the hell is going on? Y'all got a clock in every county sitting in front of the train tracks? And let me say what they do down here. They have a celebration called the Big Clock Day. It's called the Big Clock. They had rock around the clock. And I was like, Mom, what is rock around the clock? And my mom was like, hell, I don't know. So I said, let me go to the event. Let me see what this is. You know, we're new to the South. We're just trying to figure some things out. And black people will celebrate any damn thing. But the nigga won't celebrate Black History Month. But you celebrate some stupid stuff. These black people are dancing around a clock. You are giving homage and praise to a clock. Like it's a clock. You know what I'm saying? With hands. Oh, you in Florida, bless your heart, baby. Alabama still messed up too. Now Alabama is got some stuff with them too, baby. They still got the benches, and in certain parts of Alabama, you still see the signs where it says color and whites only. Like they still got the sign, and it's kind of like rubbed out, but you still see it on the wall. They still got cotton fields. You can drive through and see the cotton fields down there. So these people are celebrating the clock. You don't even know what you're celebrating the clock for. You don't even know why you rocking around the clock. And the sad part is that you introduce that to the next generation. So now I see the little black babies out there dancing around the clock. The white man, all he out there doing is vending. You coming to him buying your hot dogs and stuff while you rocking around the clock. The white man know why that clock right there. The white man knows why the clock is right there. His ancestors put that goddamn clock right there to enslave your ancestors. And you dancing around that damn clock. When I saw this, I said, no, hold up. I said, something got to be real special about this clock, Mom. Because these niggas out here dancing around the clock. My mom ain't know why they was dancing around the clock, and neither did Ivy. I had to think about it. I really had to put some thought into it. Because when we went to other counties, I kept seeing more clocks. And then I noticed that behind every clock was the railroad. And next to that was City Hall. This was their downtown. This was their government. This was their capital. They was capitalizing off of black people. They were capitalizing off of your slavery. Their government was built on the foundations of your slavery. And so when you come to the South and you go to their downtowns, that is the result of your slavery, sweetheart. And when slavery ended and the government decided not to build it no more, oh well, it is what it is. Because I'm in South Carolina and now downtown some shit. Compared to other downtowns I've been to. Because the white man didn't anticipate for slavery to end. He kept that money in his pocket. He wasn't giving you nothing. And the little bit of stuff they do put downtown near the railroad tracks, that's for them. That's their stuff. That's their reminder of their white wealth. That's what it is. Ain't no black stores down there. The rent's so high because they don't want no black stores down there. So if you get a black store down there, them white folk gonna look at you sideways. Just make sure that when the white folks look at you sideways, you let them know you was the slave that got away. You're not the slave that got re-enslaved. You was one of the slaves that got away, said fuck the plantation. Because I'm one of the slaves that got away. I'm pretty certain that my ancestors was getting their ass whooped. I know. I'm pretty certain that my ancestors were being molested. I'm pretty certain of that. The negative energies, that negative spirit that the Caucasian man put on us has not been taken off of us. You got to smudge his white ass. You hear me? Smudge everything within your life that brings you negativity. Slavery brought us so much mental negativity. The white man, and like I said before, I am not a supremacist. I'm just a racist. And I can only speak facts. And I don't have to speak the facts that you put in a history book, because that is not my history. That's when the story of you enslaving my ancestors started. But that is not my history. We as black women have to have somebody to fight for us. The white woman does not fight for the black woman. She does not fight for your womb. Whatsoever. The average white doctor don't give a damn about you when you put your big ass black pussy up on that table. Your pussy don't look nothing like her pussy. Your ass don't look nothing like her ass. Trust. Now they coming up with some stuff, so now white women getting asses. Yours was always first. She's sticking her fingers inside of you, just like they mess with Henrietta Lacks. They continue to mess with women today, picking and probing on the black woman. They've been picking and probing on you since they brought you here, because you are such a fine specimen. She doesn't care about your divinity. She doesn't care about your livelihood. She doesn't care about how beautiful your children are. She cares about your genes and your DNA so they can help benefit her race of people. Because white people have a very low birth rate. That's why when they do get pregnant, they're excited as hell. They more excited than a black person. See, we pop them out like Pop-Tarts. Every time you turn around, that girl pregnant. She got a baby on the hip. She got one in the stroller. She got one holding her hand. She still got one in her stomach. She can pop them out. That's how we do. We love having kids. Margaret Sanger knew that. You see how many goddamn kids on the damn plantation? Because it's easy for us to have them. White people, they have a hard time. Let me see what the black people do. Because you got to play against the enemy. You have to play against him at all times. And I know white women come on my feed and talk. And I had some real good white women call me and say, Ivy, listen, I love your products. I can't wait to get something else from you. Or like, this is my first time. And let me tell you something, Ivy. I do have some black in me. Like that's how much people understand and truly value blackness. More so than a black person themselves. They want some black in them. They want it. They want it. These people have such a hard time getting pregnant. And that's why a lot of our black sisters were being taken up in DC. They taking these girls off the street. They taking young black girls. They ain't taking my old black ass. They ain't taking your old black ass. They taking the young black sisters who are very, very fruitful. They are very, very ripe in their womb. Not just for slave trafficking. Not for drug trafficking. Not for putting them in prostitution rings. No. They're going to harvest her organs. Because that black woman can't have no damn baby. Because that white woman can't have no baby. If that white woman could push out a black baby, to God be the glory. She can't. But she go to Africa and just buy her some black babies. But if she could push out one, to God be the glory. I mean, because only God gonna make that happen. But she's gonna give it a try. So what white women do, they track their periods. And I talk to some of y'all sisters because I need to know what's going on with y'all. Okay? And I don't want y'all to forget about these giveaways because they sitting in front of my face. If y'all want to see y'all giveaways, just say, Ivy, can you just show us what you giving us, please? Because we've been watching you for 57 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Let me know, because I'm not trying to take up your whole Sunday. You know what I'm saying? But I got some stuff over here. So I'm like, Ivy, you got to go ahead and hook the sisters up. And I want y'all to know that everything I do, everything I make right here in my home is because I'm thinking about you. And I'm thinking about how good I can make that pussy. You hear me? Trust and believe, because we already got good vagina. Trust me. Before I started detoxing vaginas, before 2009, trust me, niggas was still hitting that. You hear me? They was tearing it up. You hear me? Plies call it sweet pussy Saturdays. And he don't even know nothing about detoxing pussy. Okay? But we gonna make it better, because ain't nothing like a detox pussy. It's plenty of pussy on the planet, but ain't nothing like a detox pussy. Okay? So, and I say that because a lot of my friends tell me when they post information on their pages and social media feeds about detox, and niggas flood the inbox. Ain't nothing like a detox dick. Okay? Rare. Oh, yes, ma'am. We had a sweet pea collection, and you all are familiar with the sweet pea collection, right? The sweet pea collection is sweet pussy. So after we do the womb healing, which is all of my plant-based botanicals, everything that we make, right? Then once you clean out and you get a lot of that lint out your trap, we go to the sweet pea. And our sweet pea collection is all fruit-based botanicals. So everything we make only has fruit, right? Shanjari Pretty is my daughter, and she batches up for the sweet pea collection only. She doesn't batch up for the womb healing collection. I do that, but she batches up for sweet pea. So sometimes when Shanjari batches up, this is what she does. Shanjari will batch up. She'll put a lot of stuff everywhere, and then she'll do something like go check her phone. And when she picks up her phone, she gets stuck in social media, and now say, Shanjari, are the soaps ready? And she's like, yeah, let me go get them. By the time Shanjari leaves and comes back, she has no clue as to what she just did in the kitchen. She has no clue as to what she has done in the kitchen. So, we have mysteries in the kitchen. This is a sweet pea soap that she made. And we believe that this is banana mango from the looks of it. Okay? We're not going to sell this on the website. Okay? We have a lot of bloopers for Shanjari. I very rarely get a blooper out because I'm a little bit more focused than Shanjari. But she gets bloopers. My bathroom and her bathroom, the kitchen sink, damn soap galore. It's so much damn soap in our bathrooms because of Jari's bloopers. After a while, like, I don't even have no more space. Like it's just like stacking up against the wall. Right? So I was like, Ivy, just give it away because we're not going to sell it. So this is a Serious Mysterious. This looks like a banana mango. She did it again. I believe this is mango coconut. She did the sweet pea butter. It has more than one color in it. So I don't know if this is kiwi and mango or kiwi and banana. No clue. See, we don't know what it is. We don't know. So when Shanjari batches up and then she walk away, when she come back, who knows what anything is. And so I'm not going to label it. This is... Seems like I can't even tell you what it is. I can look at the colors and presume that this may be kiwi and strawberry. I don't know. But yeah, we got that, and there's some more in the back. She told me it was all coconut, but all of the containers not even white. You know what I'm saying? So who knows what it is? The sweet pea collection, of course, we have coconut, banana, mango, strawberry, kiwi, and we have blueberry, right? By late July, ladies, we're going to have some more flavors, and one that all the women have been bombarding my door for. Y'all know what I'm talking about. So we're going to get some more. Anyway, our fruit flavors, basically, you can lick this soap before you wash with it. The salve, of course, you rub it down on your body. You rub the soap, you wash up with the soap, and then you moisturize with the salve wherever you want to be sweet. So it gives you a sweet pussy, basically. It's going to make your pussy sweet wherever you rub the soap. Okay, wash and rinse. So that's what it's for. So I'm just going to ask you a few questions. All you got to do is answer the question. Doesn't take a brain scientist. And these are yours, right? And I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 giveaways and I have 15 viewers, right? So yeah. But I just want to let y'all know that I fight for y'all. I don't just make stuff. Like, I do a lot of damn research, and I started out in 2009 with this. I started out in 2009 trying to fix vaginas. I was fixing mine. I was fixing my vagina because I had a hard time with my vagina. Okay, I had got molested so much, and I had been with many men. It's not hard to get dick these days. It's not hard for a man to get pussy. I was with many men, and answer these questions. And so I would have a smell with me that just didn't go away. And my husband at the time, one day we were having sex, and he was just like, Ivy, why you smell like that? And I was like, I really don't know. Um, and that's when I started looking for something to fix myself with. And I looked up yam yam rods because I really wasn't too concerned about the smell too much. I was concerned about not being tight enough. You know what I'm saying? When me and my husband first were being intimate, everything was good. After a while, I just felt like, I don't know, was I getting loose or was he getting small? But I wasn't having no traction. So I was like, I got to figure something out. And that's how I started in 2009. Okay. And then the womb trauma started before then. But when I married my husband is when I went on a mission to fix my damn vagina. Because I was not going to have him say anything about my pussy. Okay. He's my ex now. We divorced in 2012. We divorced. We went through the divorce process when I moved to South Carolina. He did come down here and stay for a few months, but he was like, hell no, Ivy, I can't do this. He went back north. Okay. He in prison now. He over DC jail. To God be the glory. My baby in DC jail. Somebody called me and told me he was at the jail. So I said, let me write you and see what's up. Because even though we're not married, you know what I'm saying? We went through some things. I went through some things. I had so much womb trauma on me that I really couldn't be the wife that I should have been. I couldn't even be your true friend because I had so much in me that I was doing. I had so many spirits in me that I was fighting for so many years, right? So you welcome, sweetheart. So I talked to him on the phone. You know what I'm saying? We talk. I was a bad wife. I used to tap out with this nigga. I knew domestic violence from niggas. I was a tap out. We was fighting till somebody tap out. And Ivy, don't tap out. Like I'm one of them people. Like I see beyond red. Like, yeah, like, so we fought a lot, okay? I was not a good wife to him, okay? He was a Muslim when I met him. I was a Jehovah's Witness. I was trying to convert him. I was putting the mini circle pork patty things, the little circle thin things that come in the Lunchables in his apples in the morning. And he didn't even know it. And then after I fried up the apples, I would take the piece out and I'd eat it. And I would feed him the apples. And he'd be like, Ivy, these apples are so good. And I was like, nigga, you need to stop being a Muslim and get this motherfucking pork up in your system. But see, I wasn't a good wife. I was not a good wife. I memorized his credit card numbers. I was buying shit all the time with his credit cards. I wasn't a good wife. Okay? I was doing bad things to him. Alright? So God called both of us to peace. Because he wasn't good to me at times too. Okay? I talked to him on the phone. I was like, James, what's up? Woo, you locked up? Damn, you know what happened? This, that, and the third. Then I had to let him know, you know, what it is that I do. I sent him a letter once upon a pearl. And so he got to read about himself. And I said, listen, I really got to say thank you. Because everything that we went through, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you. Like, for real. Real talk. There was so much wisdom in James that I did not understand. There was so much divinity in him that I did not understand. And all I could do was abuse that man. And I see why a lot of people get abused today. Because a person doesn't understand you. Or they don't value you. They don't respect what you have. I didn't respect what he had. And so I was very abusive to him. Right? I didn't value him. Okay? And, you know, he said, let me tell you something, Ivy. I didn't do this for you. It's not because of me. I said, no, yes, it is, James. Because I had to fix my vagina. Okay? He said, guess what, Ivy? He said, you could have went out there and you could have got the pearls. Well, back then it was herbal tampons, so I branded it. You could have went and got those tampons and you could have fixed your vagina and went about your merry way. You chose to go help women. You got into womanhood with that. That was all you, Ivy. And I was like, okay, cool. That's what's up. I appreciate it, James. You the man. How your books looking? That's my homie. Yeah. And so that's how I got to where I am today. It took somebody who I married to tell me that something was wrong. I already knew something was wrong, but I would never address it because no other man complained. We got ratchet pussies, but a nigga won't complain, right? Okay, so just quick questions, you guys, because my coffee got cool. If some of y'all getting the kits and it has this tube in it, all you gotta do is heat up your hot beverage. Pop the tube off, and you could just turn it upside down like this in your cup. The heat, look at there. Oh, this one is nice. This is a BV, so it's thick. It's not as concentrated. But like if you get like a multiple symptoms one or something like that, it's real concentrated. Turn it upside down in your cup, and it'll just come out in the cup. This was mine for this morning. I drank the honey regardless. I don't care what it is. I'm gonna drink the honey. I be gonna keep everything intact down there. I'm gonna have I got one of the baddest pussies on the planet because I've been doing this since 2009. And that's facts. So all y'all gotta do is them goddamn back-to-back cleanses and catch up with a sister. But all you gotta do is answer these questions, and then we're gonna get you out of here. So these are like real easy questions. You know what I'm saying? Like question number 1. Like, how many pearls do you use per cleanse? Oh, that's a good one. This is a good one. And I'm gonna write your name down. Okay, I'm gonna do my part. Okay, and hopefully the people who answer these questions, you subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Because that way I can go into the little subscription area, and then I can send you the message. Cause otherwise, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am, no ma'am. Oh my God, I love y'all. I love y'all. See what I'm saying? I love y'all. I love y'all. I know class is in session. I love y'all. Okay, baby. Okay. And there are wrong answers, but I'ma still bless you because I appreciate you being here. But let Ivy smudge for a second because ain't none of y'all gave me the right answer. And see, I be feeling some type of way when people be coming to me in my email and stuff, and they be like, Ivy. And I be like, thank you, but Libra, you still ain't put the right answer up there. And neither, no, yup. You see, I can't even really say Shanita cheating. Shanita has been with me for almost a year now. Let me show y'all something. Hey, morning, Sophie. Let me show y'all something real quick, okay? Because I don't want y'all to get confused, and I want y'all to stay tuned because on Sunday, next week Sunday, I'm gonna show you all the fake ass pearls. Okay, I gotta show you the fake ass pearls because I mean it's necessary. You gotta know. Let me show you something, okay? And I'm gonna run and I'm gonna come right back. So just hit the subscribe button, okay? Because I gotta be able to get your contact information. Hey, yeah, it's just one. Look at she say 6. No, girl, you don't put 6 pearls all up in your vagina at one time. Especially if you buy 6 pearls from me, it's $80. You bought 6 pearls and you gonna discharge, but you gotta come back to me and spend how much more money? Don't do that. No, it's just one. Look at Tyrus. I'm about no, it's one. Just one pearl at a time. Okay? Just one. I always tell people to go read my trademark because a lot of people ask me what's in my pearls. And by law, with the patent, I don't have to tell you what's in my product. I don't, okay? This is what the Asian people make for me. This is what got me to where I am today, from 2009 to today, okay? I went through a few manufacturers before I found one that really, really worked. Because the manufacturers I was going through, I had used the pearl on me first. Back then it was just an herbal tampon. Now you go online, they call them pearls too, because they know that's what the people looking for. So I used to ask them, what's in your tampon? And they used to email me all kinds of stuff. Don't you know the people in China competing with the people in China? They trying to make their money too? Damn if the person truly was going to tell me what was in it. But I felt like when they told me what was in it, that's what was in it. That's how I felt. Until I started looking around and finding other manufacturers, because I'm thinking about price. I'm looking at the price, right? And so I was like, man, how come their price is this way and their price is that way? Well, let me see what's in theirs. Okay, when they told me what was in theirs, it was almost pretty much the same damn thing. You tune in next Sunday. Because everybody, all these fake ass pearl people, gonna tell you that the ingredients are all the same damn thing. Don't nobody know what's in these. 100 facts. The Asian man not gonna tell your ass. He not gonna tell you what the fuck is in his goddamn moo got pen. He competing. That's like you calling up Ralph Lauren and asking him what's in your romance perfume? What's your ingredients? Really? Don't nobody know like that. I can only tell you what the Chinese lady told me. Okay? So what did Ivy do? Ivy went and got a patent. She fought for you. She made sure that you're not going to just put something in your pussy and don't even know what it is. That's what Ivy did. Because Ivy wasn't going to just put something in her pussy and don't know what it is. I'm not going to do that. I'd be petrified. When I first got into this business, I wasn't petrified. I was desperate. So I was like, shit, I got to put these pearls. Man, I'm trying to fix my pussy. Whatever. I'm trying to fix this thing. I'm tired of this. After a while, I can't keep a nigga. Shit was tight. Midway through sex, she done got loose. I keep taking goddamn hot baths. I'm investing in goddamn douche. Fuck that. I got to do something else. And I'm not about to pay no plastic surgery. No. Ivy wasn't going to do it. I had the money to do it, but I wasn't going to do it. Because I was scared about somebody putting a scalpel inside my vagina. Because all I was concerned about was like being tight. I didn't care about that goddamn smell. I was going to keep dishing that goddamn smell away. I ain't really care too much about the smell. I was concerned about tightness. Because see, niggas a screw a tight, funky pussy. Okay? So what did Ivy do? Ivy got a patent. That means that Ivy chose what was going to be in her product. That means that Ivy went out and did due diligence. I did a lot of research. To come up with what I needed to make sure that you got what you needed. That's what Ivy did. Y'all buy stuff off my website and I appreciate it. It's me, Shanjari, Johnny Angel, and Tyree. Okay? And now it's Danny. I got a granddaughter. Okay? I don't have no baby daddy. Okay? Johnny Angel's dad went to the penitentiary before she was even born. I gave birth to her in a shelter in D.C. He won't be home till 2035. She'll be grown. I didn't know Tyree's dad till my son graduated high school and I saw how he was looking like this nigga off the block. Okay? Because he had sex with me when I blacked out. Shanjari's dad took his own life in 2012 when we moved here to South Carolina. So I don't have no baby daddy. So I don't have no child support. I don't have no income like that. The only money I have is when you decide to come to my website and buy something. Okay? Ain't nobody gonna hire Ivy's black ass. Trust. Because I be coming in there black power all day. And they don't want black power in the goddamn South. So this is what we have. So you see these? And I'm not ashamed because I'm gonna put people on blast because since there's no unity in the black community, I'm gonna have to explain to you in further detail why there's no unity in the black community. That's just how it is. So you see these? You see these? This is all Ivy's. This is mine. This is not the Chinese man's. This is Ivy's. I made this. This is my formula. This is my patent. This is what I went out and did research on to make sure I knew what you were getting and to make sure that you were getting what you needed. And with the money that I get from y'all when y'all come and y'all bless me, I take care of my kids with that and I run my business with that. And by me running my business with it, I secure 4 patents. Right? And so by me securing 4 patents, when you come to my website and you purchase a kit, you're going to get patents from me. You're going to get exactly what it is that you need. And when you get exactly what it is that you need, you only need one. So you only use one pearl at a time. Okay? There are many pearls like there are many gods, but there is only one real damn pearl out here. Don't get it twisted. Please don't get it twisted. Okay? So you only need one. That tightening soap, yes ma'am. Thank you, sweetheart. So you only need to do one at a time. You only use one pearl at a time. You make sure you get up to your cervix. If you get a 3 pearl kit, that's 3 cleanses. That's 3 weeks. You understand that? If you get a 6 pearl kit, that's 6 pearls. That's 6 weeks. That's a month and a half. If you get a 10 pearl kit, 10 weeks, 2 months and a half. Let's say within the first month, you did your 4 cleanses back to back, and guess what? You're not really discharging no more. Everything's good. You're great. Guess what? You got 6 pearls left and you can do 1 per month. See? You still got some pearls left. Okay? Cause I'm not a cash cow. I really don't have to come out and take people's money, because God will always bless me as long as I bless people. So I'm always gonna do right by you. You know, take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give it to you raw, because I would appreciate it if a nigga give it to me raw. Okay? So that's just how it is. That's just how it is. And I think today on Sunday, hallelujah, Ivy was good the whole Sunday. I have been good. See what I'm saying? I've been good. See, I didn't spaz. I've been good. This is what it is, okay? So please, because I know the haters are going to come. There's so many of y'all ratchet mofos out here. You so ratchet, I know what's wrong with your pussy. Your pussy ratchet. So I know it's going to be a lot of mofos that's going to come out and ask me ratchet questions, and you know Ivy not going to answer. You know what I'm saying? Because the day Ivy answers is the day when the white man tell your ass the truth. Yeah, go ask him. So anyway, you only use one at a time, sweetheart. Okay? If you go to my website and buy the bulk pearls, this is somebody I've been with her for several years now. I know what she told me is in here, and that's all I can go by. And if you go read my trademark, that's pretty much what we specify on the trademark. Basically, what she told me is in here. Okay? That's all I can tell you, because that's all that she told me. Okay? And I don't have to tell you what's in these. Okay? All I can tell you is what's in this, because she doesn't have a patent on this. Or maybe she does and she didn't tell me. I don't freaking know. So when you go to the website and you buy the bulk pearls, you can get these. That's why it's just $5. We just had to sell on them. Like, we do sales on these all the time. In July, it's going to be on BOGO. So you buy 10, you get 10 free. It's cool. It's no problem. It's like free base. But this right here, this is the cocaine. Okay? This is the pure. Okay? It's different. So you get this when you buy a kit. You need to get a kit because you need everything that comes in the kit. You're discharging waste. You're discharging something from your body that your body has never done before. You're being exposed to something that your body has never been exposed to before. So you need everything that I'm giving you, because I'm equipping you. And as time go on, guess what? It's going to be more stuff in the kit, because that's how I do. Because I'm growing as you grow. And I'm going to grow as much as God want me to grow to help his people. Because if I can help you, you can help your daughter. And your daughter can help her daughter. Because I'd be damned if you have a beautiful granddaughter and her womb is no good. You know, woe is that child. Okay, so, yes ma'am. So, we got a couple of people who answered the question wrong. Okay? When I first started this business, listen to me now, ladies. When I first started this business, we used to sell this pearl for $20. When I first started this business, okay? When I first hired distributors, Yoni Pearls, Goddess Vaginal Detox, all of them, when I hired them, this was $20, okay? After Black Friday 2015, I told them, y'all got to go. Y'all got to go. Not because I wanted to keep the money to myself, but because they were selling it to anybody. Yoni Pearls, Cookie Box, Liliana, she was selling to pregnant people. Pregnant people. Like, I got people inboxing me. You pregnant. Why would you sell these people the pearl? Because she didn't give a damn. Because she want the money. And I said, you know what? That's it. We had to let people know, because some people would come to us and be like, well, we just want one. This was new on the scene. They were still herbal tampons. This was something new to America. So people would be like, oh, well, we just want one. We really wasn't making money off one. So I said, we got to make it so that these people buy more pearls. Because it was me, and in 2015, I had about 60 women on the books. Okay? It was a lot of pussy in the room. Okay? We raised it. We told them that if you want to get these pearls, you got to at least buy 3. We want you to do a couple of cleanses with it. We need you to do that. So we said we're going to call it the deep cleanse. We need y'all to do this. We need you to buy more than one, because we tired of y'all come buy one pearl, we'll never see you again. You know what I'm saying? Or flip side, you buy one pearl and you discharge, you're going to need some more pearls anyway. So we did the deep cleanse. We don't need the deep cleanse. But when I got rid of them women, whatever I told them women, whatever information they had from me from the beginning and inception of my business is what they still linger on with today. That's what they got. When I first started selling tampons, I had the list of how many cleanses you should do based on your symptom. They still use that chart. But if you think about it, because I had to think about it, listen, you got to think about it. If a woman got fibroids, PCOS, and endometriosis, and the chart saying 8 cleanses for this, 9 cleanses for that, damn, how many cleanses you got to do? You got to add it up. So you mean to tell me you got to do like 40 cleanses? Really? It wasn't adding up, okay? That's why we switched it all out. Like, I stopped all of that. But they will still continue to do that. You should go ask them. If I got all of these different symptoms based off your chart, how many cleanses do I need? Good Lord. Good Lord. Okay? I stopped that. I got rid of them. So they still lingering. So Graham, next Sunday not gonna be smudging Sunday. I'm always smudge, but next Sunday gonna be snitching Sundays, because I'm a snitch. I'm a hot girl. That's what I do. I'm gonna put you on blast. Okay? That's what Ivy does. Because I'm gonna take care of your pussy. This is your vagina. You only get one vagina. People have already caused enough trauma to your womb and trauma to your vagina. We done had STDs, the virus, unwanted pregnancies. We done terminated our babies. We done took the Plan B pill. We done took birth control. We done had sex with dudes who meant us no good. Bum ass niggas. We've been through it all. Now we at a point in our life where we're trying to get ourselves together. We're trying to get this right. We're trying to fix this. We're trying to raise our vibration and be a better person. And you're going to come with me with some fuckery. No, don't do that. Do not do that. Okay? On the strength of that, don't do it. And I'm not out here just to take somebody's money. You know, I was a GS11 when I came into this business. You know? So, and God bless me. God bless me a lot, because I don't have the benefits that some other women have. I really don't. So God bless me a lot. You know, and I appreciate every blessing I get. I appreciate all the women who come out and say, you know what, Ivy, I did my research. I like what I see on YouTube. I'm definitely going to go to your website. I'm going to check out what you have. I appreciate the women who call me and just open up themselves to me, and we have a very, very good conversation. And I say, you know what, sweetheart, I'm still going to bless you, because you deserve it. There are some women out here who've been through so much trauma in their life, they don't have a pot to piss in. They have nothing. They don't have anything. That's how much they have been stripped of their divinity. It's almost like you still out there in that goddamn cotton field. I'm not going to see you like that. If you come my way, I'm not going to see you leave me like that. I wouldn't do that to you, because that would be selfish of me. I would not sabotage your womb, because that would be selfish of me. You know what I'm saying? I only ask that people respect people. Respect me just as much as I respect you. If you come at me with a disrespectful attitude, it is what it is. I'm going to take it to the Bronx on you. Okay. But anyway, these are patents. So we got a few people had the right answer, a few had the wrong answer. But if y'all subscribe, I'm going to still go through the chat, right? Okay. So that was question number 1. Then remember, I think we had 15 giveaways. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We got 11 giveaways. 11. We got 11. I might do a bonus. Because y'all done seen my patented pearls. Don't nobody see my patented pearls until they get the kit. So, and we gonna get some more. Ivy just got to get her money right, okay? Okay, y'all pray for Ivy, okay? We about to get us a ball of pumpkin, okay? So we got that first question, and then, this is a good one. If anybody can tell me anything truly truthful about BV, and I say this because last week I did a video on bacterial vaginosis, and I have a big post on my Instagram about bacterial vaginosis, and this lady, and I know she was a white woman. She came on my post and she says, Ivy, that's so amazing. I got BV and I was a virgin. And my response to her, if you watch my YouTube, was, wow, so was Mary. You know what I'm saying? There's only 2 people like that on the whole planet. The Virgin Mary and you. Okay? So just, you got to understand BV. If bacterial vaginosis is prominent in the lesbian community, if I go to the doctor and I have BV and he says, are you heterosexual? Are you a lesbian? I say, well, I'm a lesbian. He's going to say, well, you know what? She's coming to be treated. Really? Really, doctor? You mean that me, Ivy's pussy, can give something to another woman? I can transfer a bacteria to another woman? And now both of us have a bacterial infection? And now both of us have to go see a doctor and be treated and get antibiotics? Are you serious, doctor? Yes, I'm very serious. whoever your female lover is, please tell her to report to the clinic so she can get her medication. Okay, great. So there's something in my body that I can transfer to a woman, or that a woman can transfer to me, that will cause me to get some type of infection that I can't use Monistat 7 for. I can't get an over-the-counter product to fix it. You mean to tell me that I have to go and see a doctor and get an antibiotic, a chemical-based product in my body to destroy a bacteria? That's only between me and her. Well, doctor, can you please explain to me how the hell did I get bacterial vaginosis and when I got a man at home? I ain't never been with a woman a day in my life. Really? So me and this woman can transfer this bacteria and get a bacterial infection, but a man can't give me a bacterial infection because he got another woman's flora in his scrotum? Really? So how in the world am I getting bacterial vaginosis if I only sleep with a man? You gotta think about it. The man has to give it to you. There's no other way bacterial vaginosis will get inside of you. You gotta think about it. You gotta play against the enemy. These niggas is mind fucking you. You gotta get past that. And so I had Brandy, I don't know, Cindy or whatever her white name is, say something stupid about BV. Like, come on. Like, forget what the books say. Forget what the books say. Use your brain. They wasn't teach you how to read anyway. Now what? Now what? So if y'all could just hook me up with yes, he carries her flora. Yes, exactly. Yes, he carries it. Oh, look at my little smart AB babies down here. Look at y'all. Yes. Don't you know that after you take your medicine for BV and you and your partner having sex, you start smelling it again? He busting that BV back inside of you. Don't you know every time you and your partner having sex, you start feeling irritated again? That nail can still possibly fucking around on you. He has to get antibiotics, but they won't give it to him. They only gonna give it to her, knowing good and well that when you heterosexual, so you in a baby making stage, you in a baby making work. You're doing God's work when you sleeping with that man. You're doing God's work. We about to pop them things out like Pop-Tarts. Oh, no, the hell we're not. We're going to make sure you keep BV so you get pelvic inflammatory disease. We're going to make sure you won't be fertile, but for so long, sweetheart. See, we don't care about the lesbians getting BV. We could treat them because they not doing God's work. They will never, ever conceive. You got to get away from that. Anything that is not for you is against you. If it is against you, it is from nothing but the wicked one. Therefore, bacterial vaginosis is from the wicked one. The wicked one gave it to us. Not the man you screwing. He's just doing some wicked work. You got to clean him up. Go get him some antibiotics. Some of us have real good doctors. They'll give us antibiotics for our partners at home. Clean him up. Have a one-on-one. Smudge him if you like. Let him know, if I catch BV again, nigga, it's a done deal. It's a done deal. We can't do this because he going to bring home something that Ivy ain't got no pearl for. All right, so cool. So y'all did good for that. We got 18 people on the line. It seemed like I would just be like, everybody gets something. Like you get a soap, you get a soap, you get a soap, you get a soap, that kind of thing. And then I got the sweet pea butters. So of course you rub this and yeah. Like let me tell you what, I like the sweet pea butter because like when I rub it on my face, like when I'm getting dressed and I rub it on my face, like I'll taste like a crystal. I'll taste it and I'm like, it's so good. Okay, so that was question number 2. Yes, you will know. Yes, you will know. It's a lot of stuff that it's a lot of stuff that I didn't know. It's in my business, Jessica. It's a lot of stuff that I didn't know. It's a whole rack of stuff I didn't know. And what I know today, I didn't get it out of the book. I didn't go to no big lavish university and get my education. No, I didn't. No, sweetheart. No, I get divine inspiration from my ancestors. And what they tell me is law. It cannot be broken. It's a law. It's not a rule. It's not something that a white man wrote in a book and said this is this and that is that. No. Now, I appreciate the information that they give us because they have to give us something because it's not just for your education. It's for the white woman's education because her white ass getting BV too. Them chemical-based compound proteins, that's for the white woman. That's not for the black woman. But he got to give you the protein too because we all here in America. See, so we are under that man's rule. So that's just how it is. What's good for the gander has to be good for the goose. Like it or not. So now they can enslave blacks and whites. They can criminalize blacks and whites. They can cause white people to be just as infertile as they want a black woman to be infertile, because we're all here together. But when they start doing certain things only for white people or only for black people, that's when they discriminate. And there's a high level of discrimination against the black woman's womb. Because the average drugs that we taking as black people, the white woman would never take. It's drugs that we take that the doctor who wrote the prescription wouldn't even take. Okay? So they're going to sabotage everything. They're going to sabotage your worth. Especially if you like one of them special women. Especially like you truly chosen. Hell no, they don't want no more people like you. They don't want your black ass. They don't want no more people like you. They hope to God they don't have no more goddamn kids like you. They don't like you. They don't like your kind. They don't like your type. You're like a Harriet Tubman type of woman. They don't want you. All you do is come to start drama. They don't want people like you. So if they can cause you to be infertile and just end that, great. If they could have sent you back to Africa when slavery ended, fantastic. But we was in slavery for so long. Please don't say 300 years, sweetheart, because you came from pyramids and greatness and royalty, gold and diamonds and platinum, all this royalty. Even in the book of Genesis, all these different islands of greatness, all these different stones. You came from all this greatness to rags, sweetheart, and no goddamn shoes on your feet. It took more than 300 years to do something like that, because look at how long we've been in America, and look at us. Not much. Okay, so we got the BV down. Yes, Miss Sweet Tea. I had that. Oh, yeah, this is a good question. And I'm asking y'all these questions because these are the questions that people inbox me. And I don't want to reply. To them because I'm like, there's no way you could be asking me this question. But maybe this really is an important question. And if it is, I'll make sure the whole world knows. Where do you put the honey? That's question number 3. You guys are great and I appreciate it. I make so much stuff in my house. If y'all can see how my living room look right now, I'm not even going to show you. I appreciate y'all so much. I really, really do. Because some people are very eager and they want to learn. You know what I'm saying? And that's a great thing. You know, so I appreciate that. I can only tell you what I know. And based off of what I know, you can go back to your private places and you can think about it. You can ponder over it. You can meditate over it. You can speak to your ancestors about it. You can pray to your God about it. And then let them respond to you and help you and help aid you on your journey. Because this is Ivy's journey. It's just there's some people who I see along the way and I'm like, hey, let me help you. Or there's some people I see along the way who say, Ivy, can you help me? That's just how it is. When you walk down that road and you see that man on the road and somebody done robbed him, you got to help them up and you got to give them a hand. Don't be like the other people who going to bypass you and ignore you, pay you no goddamn mind, don't give a damn about your black ass. Don't do that. Because that's how people do. That's how people did me. They didn't give a damn about my black ass. They didn't care. There's people today who don't give a damn about me. Love to see me in the street suffer. Love to see me fucked up. Not going to happen. Because God got a plan for me, just like God got a plan for you. So you don't let nothing hold you back. Come on, y'all. Wait, let me see what you got. In your hot beverage, yes, ma'am. Tea or coffee. Exactamundo. In the tea. Tea or coffee. Or by spoon. You right on point, Gia. A warm beverage. Yes. Somebody said duh. Okay. Or down in it. Yes. Oh my God. It's still honey. So somebody's like, well, what do we do with it? And I'm like, it's all good. It's all good. I posted on Instagram. This is the honey and this is what you do with it. Oh, this my last one. This gonna be my last one because y'all should know. Well, if you Shanita, that is true. That is true, sweetheart. But not this one. Not this one. But I got you covered and smothered in gravy. You hear me? Like we at the Waffle House. Okay, so this is my last question, and I'm gonna hook everybody up because that's what I do. You know what I'm saying? I got so much stuff in my house. That's the problem. We got so much stuff in here. We got a big event lined up in August, the Chic event in Greenville. And so we double batching. So we're making a whole lot of more stuff. So just to make sure that we have enough stuff. But our home isn't that big, and we have a lot of stuff. So I'll be putting stuff in y'all stuff anyway. And when you get your package, you'll be like, okay, I didn't pay for this. Trust me. I'll be just like, here, you can have it because I love your vagina. I love your pussy, sweetheart. I want your pussy to be on point, one of the best pussies on the planet. You goddamn right. I don't care if you don't have no breasts, you ain't got no ass, your teeth might be crooked, but guess what? Pussy on point. Okay, last question. Um, this is what are real pearls? That's it. That's my last question. Y'all gonna have to make sure I get your contact information. So let me put down here. I'm gonna put down here my email address, and I'm also gonna put. I'm also gonna put. Let's see if it loads it. I'm gonna put my email address down here. So all you gotta do is email me. Say, here's my PO box. Whatever. Okay. Don't do it tomorrow. Don't do it in the middle of the week because I only got 18 viewers. See what I'm saying? I don't want 25 emails, right? So send me that. I'm trying to. I don't know. I don't know if it's crashing or not. Let me ask you something. I don't know if it's crashing, you guys. I think it is. Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yes, ma'am. That's exactly right. Okay, here we go. Booyah! There go my email. There's my email. Thank you, Miss Tasha. Okay, so there's my email right there. All right, copy it. Okay, I got a really low output. I do use Charter, and I don't do this Charter Spectrum Triple Play. I just, use Charter, and I mean, ain't nothing else in the house using the Wi-Fi but my laptop. Yeah. Ooh, thank you, Mama. Thank you, Tasha, baby. Okay. So just go in there and just send me the email and be like, hey, I watched your feed. Let me see what special person already emailed me. Nobody yet. It says last sync 11/17. Can somebody email me? Can somebody say, hey, Ivy, girl, here go my address, boo boo. Go ahead and hook us sister up. Yes, ma'am. It's herbal tampons. That's how I came out, herbal tampons, and then I branded it as pearls. When I fired all them women in 2015, they was like, fuck you, Ivy. We don't need you, bitch. We can get this shit ourselves. We can sell it for ourselves. We can do our own thing. So they went on Alibaba and they started buying herbal tampons too. I was like, oh nah. I had already been through all these different manufacturers because all of them were not the same. I had already been through it because I had been doing this since 2009. I didn't get distributors till 2015. I had these bras basically in my circle for about a year. That's all it took. 1 year with a whole rack of pussy is all it took for Ivy. So I said, Ivy, you better switch the game up real quick. And I said, you know what? I gotta find something else to call it. And I called them pearls. Therefore, y'all can go get all the herbal tampons you want. But Ivy sells pearls. She don't sell herbal tampons. I sell pearls. And that's what I put my trademark under. What they do? Fuck that. Because I had a network. I already had built up a network. And people were hearing about it. Even today, a lot of people still have not heard about what it is. And it's still new to them. So it's like we're gonna name ours pearls too. So when a person come looking for Ivy and all of her wisdom and expertise, they come across all the fake ass pearls sometimes. That's just how it is. They might come across a fake ass pearl. Therefore, next Sunday we're gonna do it. Next Sunday we're gonna do Snitching Sundays. Don't be afraid. Oh, you sent me something, Maggie. Let me see. Look at y'all. Are y'all crazy? Look at all these. Look at y'all. Are y'all putting flowers and stuff? Okay, I got Maggie, Shanita, Tori, Sophia. Y'all was not playing. Like, hold up. Wait a minute. Okay, look at y'all. Y'all's cute. I like the little pictures. And Maggie, you got that damn trademark behind your name. Ain't nobody else gonna be a Maggie and Mirror Babe but you, honey. That's what's up. Okay, so I got that. I appreciate it. The email address is right there. Yes, stamp that. So I'm gonna send y'all. I got soaps. And then I had the butters. So yeah, we're gonna send those out and wash up with it. I hope you all are in stable relationships and that at some point in your life you have detoxed. Okay? If you have not detoxed, he won't know. He used to your pussy the way it is. Trust. He used to the pussy. If you ain't never detoxed it, he used to that undetoxed pussy. You gonna wash up with this sweet pea soap on the undetoxed pussy. Okay? Then you gonna detox your pussy. And then you're gonna wash up the sweet pea soap on detox pussy. Totally different. It's like eating off a dirty plate and then eating off a clean plate. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so we're gonna put that cootie coo in the dishwasher. All right. So that's it. I want to thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all too. I love you guys. Pussy is not always the enemy. Keep that in mind. You know what I'm saying? Always tell yourself like you're great, you're beautiful, you're one of a kind. Don't let nobody take you off your throne. Don't let nobody take you off your goddess status. Like for real, keep it 100. And hope you guys subscribe. Catch me on Instagram. If you can find me on Snapchat. I'm new to Snapchat. I'm still learning it, but I do be snapping. Because I be snapping. So yeah, holla at me. I love y'all. Be good. Have a happy smudging Sunday. Okay? And then I think, because I was going to do it today, but I didn't get to. So maybe next week in our giveaways, then I'm going to give y'all some sage. Okay? Y'all got to start smudging these people. Okay? I'm going to have to hook y'all up. Okay? Are we just emailing our address? Yes, ma'am. Did you get the email? Did you get the email address, Libra Goddess? Huh, sweetheart? Did you get the email, baby? Okay, Tasha. Oh, yep, yeah, you ain't emailed me yet, Tasha. Did you get the email? Right there. You take care too, Lady Nubia, sweetheart, 007. That mean you out here slaying them left and right. Okay. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Yes, we gonna say y'all got the smudge. Y'all got the smudge. I smudge any and everything. I smudge my car. I smudge. Smudging time. Yes, it is. It's smudging time. Smudge. I don't care what nobody say. Got to smudge you, baby. Thank you. You know you gonna smudge your house. Things don't feel right. You better smudge when you leave. Okay. Letitia, you need womb healing soap? Email me, Letitia. Letitia, you missed the whole feed, baby. Today was smudging Sundays, baby. Today was smudging Sundays. You welcome, baby. Yes, smudge them all. You smudge the haters, just like that. Yes, ma'am, you missed it, but next Sunday is snitching Sunday. So we're gonna do a lot of snitching on Sunday. Yeah. But we gonna end the feed, and you can always go back. But today we just was talking about black women and how we gotta have more unity within the black community, and it's hard for us because of what we've been through. But like I'm out here like fighting as much as I can to do at least one thing, and that's get your pussy on point. You know what I'm saying? Because once you get that first chakra aligned, everything else fall into play. All right. Yes, ma'am. Smudge your car. Yes, ma'am. Smudge the devils. Yes, ma'am. Ashe. Yes, ma'am. So. Okay. Oh, look at all these people that say they watch my live feed. Why y'all ain't say nothing during the live feed? Especially y'all ain't asked none of them daggone quiz questions. Where was them quiz questions? Unless y'all got one of them phones that got 3 alphabets on one key and you gotta like keep pushing it, then I understand. They about to do away with them Obama phones. Trump about to put the Trump phones out, and Trump is actually putting out iPhones. Okay, so all right, y'all. I'm gonna get off of this feed, okay? Because my viewers the number of viewers is going up. But you guys be good. Holla at your boy. Be good, okay? I love you guys. You're the best. You're the best. They're the best. Just like Oscar the Shark Slayer.